Have you spoken to the police? They're coming to interview me today. What are you going to tell them? The truth. That I was sitting in the back of the car with Adam. You were in the passenger seat. Dante was driving. And then... And then that's it.
You've made the right decision, son.
I'll, see you in court. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Try some.
No.
Come on, you'll love it. Other with...
It's like stinking pants.
Actually, that's quite a good description, Sheldon.
Why do you eat it if it smells like that?
Bet she's always sniffing her own knickers.
Or somebody else's if I get half the chance.
Perhaps Miss Haydock could be better off teaching comedy. Never worked.
What are you playing at, undermining me in front of my pupils?
Is it any wonder you have such a problem with discipline?
I think you're talking to the wrong teacher, Andrew.
I think I'm talking to someone who will benefit from some basic retraining.
I beg your pardon?
I've discussed it with Mr. Rimmer. I'm afraid you're going to have to go through some performance management.
Sounds awfully grand. But if it means going away on a course, then I'll sign up straight away.
Let's start here. Lunchtime.
And this is Year 11's project on the history of popular music in the region.
This is filth. Have you seen what he's doing with that banana? And this is the kind of stuff that Campbell thinks is okay? The cow.
And in here you'll find a display of poetry written by Mrs. Clarkson's Year 9 students. What have you got there?
More Breeze's magazine, sir.
And it's over.
Watch it. The pages are a bit stuck together.
Hi.
Hiya. I've got a prawn salad or a cheese and pickle.
Oh, cheese and pickle, thanks.
Can't wait to see a new place. I thought maybe I could pop round later and we could get an Indian or something. Just like we used to in that awful rented room in Wally Range, do you remember?
Yeah.
Did you fancy it?
Look, Lorne, there's something I need to say.
Look, I know this has been hard for you as it's been for me. But just say what you need to say, I'm a big girl.
It's, I want a divorce.
Right.
That's what you got to say.
What's with the urgency?
No, there isn't any, really. I just thought if we were both serious about starting with a clean slate... Then...
Fine.
Fine.
I appreciate you being honest with me.
I thought you would.
I mean, the most important thing for me is that our friendship survives intact.
Me too.
They were robbed from a bag.
They should never have been brought into school in the first place.
They're not pornos, they're just magazines for gay men.
Have you seen what's in them?
Had a good look, did you?
at that disgusting stuff.
All right, Mr. Budgeon, I will deal with this.
Mrs. Breers is here.
Your son brought these into school. Well, it's unsuitable, Mrs. Breers, to say the least.
Give over. You see worse in those rags.
This is a multi-faith school. I have to be very careful not to offend anybody's sensibilities.
And what about my son's sensibilities?
Look, we're facing closure. I've got the local education department making an appearance this afternoon. Is that what you really want? To jeopardise your own future as well as everybody else's?
Well, maybe a school that sits back and lets a pupil be bullied should be closed down. Come on, Rory.
Just say what you've got to say, because there is a large G&T with my name on it over the road.
Teachers shouldn't drink during the school day. Maybe that's your problem.
The only problem I've got is the same as every other teacher in the country. Badly behaved kids from badly behaved homes.
If you're prepared to work with me, then perhaps I can help you to cope a little better.
Yeah, well, course of Valium might do the trick.
You need to learn some basics.
Do you know, I think it's about time you removed your head from your derriere, Mr. Trenneman. Let's face it, we've lost the battle.
Okay, everyone, an hour to go, so I want you all to get in your costumes and come back to me in 20 minutes for a final line run. Okay, off you go. Do your
I did it. I told her.
What you gonna say to me?
I didn't exactly tell her about you and me.
You didn't?
I told her I wanted a divorce. She took it quite well, I think. A lot better than I expected.
Mum! It's Holly. I went to go see her. She's signing a statement. She remembers everything. Everything. Yeah? Thank God. I'm gonna go ring Dad, let him know.
Well, you've had everything thrown at you this term, haven't you? And you've still managed to keep a lid on it.
Well, you've got to, haven't you?
I will tell her, you know.
No. Not until after the trial, and until then I think me and you should give each other a wide berth. Don't you?
Okay.
Thank you very much. There's far too much homophobia in this school. I'm trying to stamp it out before it gets any worse. Thank you.
Jack. Well, aren't you going to stop them?
What can I do?
Heather, so glad you could make it.
Wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Shall we... This is,
You're going to sign our petition, Janice?
Too right.
Okay, so you're trying to get on with your lesson when you notice that I'm somewhat distracted.